When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. The Cardinals will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Clemson's offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Clemson set up with another first down. He wants to throw it again. He hurls one deep down the left side. Into the house. Touchdown, Clemson! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it Nothing. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
The Cardinals offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Moss. Hauls it in. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football all week long.
Turning it on. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
First down. Physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Give to Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He'll get rid of it. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Cardinals had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. Think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Complete. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Brown. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. And the Cardinals are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Moss. The sure hands, it's Stewart.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And the Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary, 5-star defensive back, gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. That's caught. It's Davidson. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Klubnik. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes a grab right down the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Man, you think you've got the defense reeling. You just hit him with a big one. You're going to do it again, and instead, sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity, too, because you deliver the haymaker the play before. You got your opponent on the ropes. You're swinging for the fences on the next play, trying to deliver the knockout shot, and you can't keep your QB protected. Nice job answering by the defense.
The throw, intercepted, and that total goes to 16. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Got room on the return. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Moss. Got his man out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They boot it away on fourth down. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take
a shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tigers will snap it on first and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Caught over the middle, it's Moore. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got it! He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The option look. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The lone back's got it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Wants to throw. It's Moss. Complete downfield. There he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to...
Touchdown, Louisville! Fit it in the window for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for space, it's Randall. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out and ready to attack. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Bring in the heat. And the Cardinals get it past the sticks.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots if I want to. I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lacy. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Looking for the score. Touchdown Cardinals. Quick strike through the air for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. To the air, it's Klubnik. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
He's got it. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Williams. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. At the 35, he's loose. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And sometimes I think there are decisions, and you got to make the tough decisions, and that's your job. That's why you get paid the big bucks. But I'm taking the lead. I'm kicking the field goal. I'm taking no chances.
On the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Moss. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. Brown has it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. And they're able to get him on the ground. Great place to start for this offense. To the air on first down. Fires left. Touchdown Tigers! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Back to pass, it's Moss. Under fire. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's reeled in. It's Brown. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice game. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you are. Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage, and these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears.
He lost one down the sideline. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Using his legs, it's Davidson. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. A great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.